So, hello everybody, my name is Lorenzo Nani, and today I want to talk about the art of dwelling. People think as dwelling as a literal translation of home, but actually dwelling is so much more than this. Dwelling is the way that we indulge ourselves in our spaces, where we create these unique moments. And not only we indulge in our spaces, but we fill them with these objects that we have collected, these authentic objects that for a reason or another we decided to keep in our home. And not only we keep them, but we organize them in a structured way that gives us meaning and transforms an empty house into memories and creates these beautiful corners. At my age, now I'm 24 years old, I'm starting to wanting to have this same thing. I have this feeling that me as well want to build my own corner, my own house, my own authentic space. And I wondered, where does this come from? Where does this desire of doing this come from? I couldn't understand it, so I went to the people closest to me, which in this case is my mother, and I asked her, what is dwelling for you? And she brought me to her mother's house, my grandma. And started showing me a collection of stories and objects and postcards that pretty much allowed her to remind her who my grandma was and who her mother was throughout all of these beautiful objects. So I decided to take advantage of this and took pictures, scans, even 3D LiDAR scans of all these objects to make sure that I could recollect this memory of this space and of this person. And from this, I decided to film a tiny documentary.
Il fatto che le cose mi paressero sempre le stesse per lei era importante, come se fossero dei punti di riferimento. Come non so, non ho mai buttato via la nostra casetta di quando eravate piccoli.
E se domani io non potessi rivedere.
After this, I understood that a dwelling is to inhabit the world according to who you are. These spaces are who you are, and these objects translate exactly who you are. But I realized that our world is very different from my mother's and my grandmother's, because we don't only dwell in the physical world, but we dwell in the digital world. We're designers here, we all spend most of our days on computers, unfortunately or fortunately, and throughout this process, we collect an incredible amount of material. And this material, instead of being placed in these beautiful shelves and in these beautiful spaces, are placed here. Or even worse, here. I could not understand how we put the same passion and the same energy, especially us, that we need references, we need this collection of beautiful objects that we want to keep for inspiration, and instead of having these shelves for ourselves, we just place them in a finder and completely forget about them. So I decided to create a platform for this. It's called MyShelf. And the mission of this platform was to translate how shelves functioned in the physical world to transform it into a digital platform. And create a new way to showcase yourself, like in this case, my mother and my grandma's memory, by creating this digital shelf of all the objects and music and everything that digital material allows you to do. No? We are not confined to space anymore, because digital allows us to store how much we want, as long as nobody pulls the internet cord on us. And I want it to be this as simple as when you relate with your shelf. It should be as easy as placing a book on the shelf. It wasn't meant to be a platform with a high complexity to understand the UI, but actually a platform that should be understandable right away. I also really wanted to dive into code because I felt quite frustrated that we spend time drawing these UIs and these UX and we cannot actually spend our time experimenting with it. And why not even music? And thanks to this new age that we're living in, now we have in our pockets a super powerful tool that is LiDAR systems that allow us to scan objects from reality and transform them into 3D objects that we can collect and maintain perfectly in a digital state, giving us infinite possibilities of how the shelf could look like or how you could use it for. I wanted to keep it very minimalist and simple to make sure that this experience reflected as much as possible the experience that we have with shelves at home in our spaces. So literally, my mission with this project, with this thesis, was to translate as much as I could of this philosophy, this art of dwelling, into digital, that now we all live in and we are immersed in. So we might as well make sure that our digital experience is not lost, but is the same one as walking into a beautiful house full of all of our authentic objects that we decided to keep. Thank you very much.